Bill McGraw. I'm president of Hatch Interactive, and we own one of our first properties that we're releasing is FanDom. It's a mobile app for sports argument, for sports fans, and we're just about ready to launch. Well, actually it came about from the CEO, Blair Naughty, who's was having an argument with his wife one day and said, wouldn't it be great if we could have this settled somehow on the internet? My background's in tech and in mobile apps and games and things like that, so we thought that was a great idea, but we need to go into a vertical where people are really going to engage with it, and someplace that we can actually, where sponsors are going to want to support that kind of arguments going on. You've got the games themselves, you've got the players, you've got the television, you've got merch. Something that hasn't actually been monetized is people that want to engage and they want to talk about sports and they want to say they know better, and they know better what the coach should have done, they know how the player should have played that game, and they know that their friends are wrong. And then it's all driven by loyalty as well. The one thing that's really interesting about, from a psychological perspective, is why are fans so passionate about their teams? What we're trying to do is tap into that, but give people a forum where they have the opportunity to engage with their friends, but also with tastemakers, bloggers, athletes, even entertainers, because everybody wants to be able to talk and feel that they're the right one, that they've got the right answer. We consider ourselves an entertainment company. So what we're doing is we're providing a platform where people can come, and we've gamified it in a way. So if you think about it, there's an aspirational part of wanting to be able to stand up and say, I'm right. So what we do is we have our athletes, we've got our tastemakers, and we curate all the content. So we curate those arguments. So think about being able to argue about basketball with Charles Barkley, or with hockey with Don Cherry. We give the user the opportunity to do that on the mobile app. Then as they start to get engaged, if they've got a good argument, if they bring in their friends, they're able to move up through the game. As they move into those levels, they themselves could become a contributor. One of the things is there's an aspirational piece, so I'm a blogger, or I'm a budding coach or something like that. I'm going to want to be able to show myself or show everybody that I know best. The other side of it is just a game where I can see what's going on any given day, what the argument is, and I can bet one side or the other. That part of it also, I can move up to different levels. In the gaming world, I'd say 80–90% of mobile games today you don't pay for, they're free. You get into them and you pay inside to either get to a different level, give yourself an opportunity to win to get to that level, and these are all micro payments, but it's multi-millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. So we've seen that with Zynga, we've seen that with Candy Crush. These kind of in-app purchases, that's one area in the game. The other area is through sponsorship. As we aggregate that audience, then sponsors are going to want to be in front of that audience. We've targeted that young male, 18 to 34. As I said, we've got a stellar board. We've got people that have been in this industry and have been successful in this industry. I've launched 20–30 games since 2010. We've got now, as we start to move into a broader area where people are wanting to engage, they want to engage online, but they want to engage in a way that it's positive. If you look at people now, the only place they have a place to put out their opinion is really in the comments section or things like that. You've got all kinds of problems around trolls and people that, it's just not a very civil place. We think that this is an area that hasn't been monetized. We think that there's an engagement model now, that social media is something that is ubiquitous within society, but they're looking for the next level. Now, having all those friends is great, but how can I engage with those friends? That's really what we're looking for. We think that the timing is right for we look at all the major sports, they're all moving towards digital media now. All of these apps that, like ours, are now more of a companion app, so it's something that you can do while you're watching the game, after the game, between the game. So we're really taking advantage of the mobile first, the advantage of bringing in those keynote or high-profile athletes, and the trends around social media where now people want to engage. One thing that's very interesting about this opportunity, though, is that sports is a global opportunity. So we can take this, once we get traction and once we're successful in North America, we can take this to Europe with soccer, we can take this into Southeast Asia. Badminton is huge. There's a number of other sports and other areas that we can take this to.